Well, we want to bring it on with some of the email questions that you've submitted. And Pat, this first one is from Sherry, who says, my spouse and I are not in agreement as to whether or not we should attend the gay marriage of our child. One of us feels that it's totally against the Lord's plan and our attendance would send at the very least a mixed message, or at worst, it could be like taking a stand for gay marriage. The other feels our attendance would show support to our child that's necessary for the future of our relationship and witness. What do you think we should do? Should one attend while the other one does not?
You want to ask my opinion. I think you don't agree with the idea of homosexual marriage. Now, you say gay. I don't know if it's two men
or two women.
Or two
they don't
women.
Say. Mm-hmm.
Don't say, but it's not heterosexual. You don't agree with it. It's a solemn, you got to stand there and be a witness to it. And by your attendance at the ceremony, you were agreeing. We used to say, you know, anybody
Yes.
who opposes this, let him speak or forever hold his peace and all that kind of thing. I just wouldn't go. And I would tell your child, I love you, but I cannot condone this. And, you know, we'll always love you, but I don't condone this activity. And so, you know, I'm here if you need me.
Difficult decision.
I mean, that's tough, but I really think, and not one of you, I mean, that indicates that her or his conduct is splitting your marriage. You don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. Be a unity, and I would say don't go, all right?
This is Barbara, who says, Pat, could you please explain who exactly Melchizedek was and the significance of his role? He's referred to often as being the priest of the God Most High and is referred to in Genesis and in Hebrews. Please help me understand.
Two Hebrew words, Melech, that means king, Tzedek means righteousness. He was also the king of Salem, which means peace. So he was the king of righteousness and peace. So in a sense, he was like a theophany. And, you know, it says without father or mother, you don't have anything about his genealogy. You don't know where he came from or who he was. But he came and took tithes from Abraham. And so he's used as an example of a priesthood that existed before the Levitical priesthood. But other than that, we don't know. But I think, in a sense, he was a type of Christ. But,
Picture. Mm-hmm.
But we don't know that. It doesn't say that. But that's what it means. Melech, Tzedek, Salem, Shalom. Okay.
Okay, this is Debbie, who says, please, I'd like to know, what is the Battle of Armageddon? Is it after the rapture and about the millennial reign? What is the sequence of these events?
All right. Ar in Hebrew means mountain. Megiddo is the place of Megiddo, which is a place in Israel. Mm-hmm. It's on the Via Maris that comes down out of Haifa down into the center of Israel, into the Sharon Valley. Okay. Now, the Bible says they gathered at a place called Armageddon, and then they went to Jerusalem. The battle is the Battle of Jerusalem. And it is the last day when the forces of evil have gathered against the people of God. And there's a last battle. Beyond that, I mean, there's all this myth that's been created by the Washington Post and people like that, that somehow we believe in bringing on the Battle of Armageddon and everything. But it's the battle for Jerusalem, and Jerusalem will ultimately be the center of conflict between the forces of the Antichrist and the forces of God. And but Armageddon has been used more and more as some kind of a last day. When does it happen? Well, I won't go into all that, but I believe it will happen. Well, I can't go into it right now.
It's complex.
Enough controversy. I'll tell you about my views later on. All right, one last question.
This is Catherine, who says, someone in my family wants me to go to a doctor who calls himself a New Age chiropractor. Isn't New Age a religion, and aren't we supposed to stay away from it on all levels?
Well, New Age isn't necessarily a religion, but it's a concept of philosophy that, who knows, it carries a lot of baggage with it, probably tied into some Hinduism. I don't think I'd go to a chiropractor that says he's into New Age. I don't know what he's doing. But, you know, we have certain life forces that Dr. Sinatra was talking about, the whole concept of chi. Well, the Chinese thought that there was a life force and some of that acupuncture, but that wouldn't necessarily be New Age. I don't know what this guy does, but the answer is you don't want to be involved in somebody who's got some kind of occult activity going on. I don't know beyond that because I don't know who your doctor is.